Excuse me. Kind of just wanted to come on here and talk about like the power of creativity. Um, Not to make this about myself, but really to just maybe use my own experiences as an example to just kind of represent my point. Um, there's been a lot of time where over the last couple years, I just haven't really been creating as much um, because in my 20s, that's all I did. That's all I lived for. You know what I mean? All I did was just create, 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 like to the point of like being obsessed with creating things. And creativity can give you a lot of inspiration. It can be a great driving force for you to move forward and even make decisions based upon major life decisions can be based upon creative endeavors like moving to another city or who you're friends with and all of that. And it's like as I began to get away from it, which I've had little phases before of getting away from it, but as I began to get away from it, uh, it's like I was losing myself. And I was beginning to kind of almost forget who I was for a moment. And, that was kind of painful. Um, like I was putting way too much emphasis into the job that I was working. And it's almost like I was running from my creativity, just doing random activities on the side, like just not even giving the creativity a chance to the point to where even the idea and the thought of moving back into those creative things brought me a great amount of pain. But it was really just retraining that muscle. It's like if you haven't been to the gym in a long time and then you know you need to go to the gym, it kind of sucks to start working out some of those muscles again. And that's really all it was. Like I really started to question, like, man, do I still have it? Like, was that even what I'm supposed to do? Like, am I shifting into, a new phase of life where I'm just supposed to like do something different? Like, what is this? The truth of the matter is if you like creating, you should always do that. Doesn't mean you should never take a break, but you should always do it. It's always going to be your epicenter. It's always going to be the thing that helps you realign yourself. It's always going to be the thing that inspires you the most and gives you a sense of purpose in life. There's so much vitality behind it. And God created the earth in 7 days. The first thing that God did was create when it comes to talking about what he did as far as this earth, this world that we live in. Everything around us was something that God created, like within the first 7 days. Um, and we were created in his image and his likeness. So it's no wonder that, we get so much satisfaction out of it, that we feel so much inspiration through other people's creative work and even from our own creative works. And I just don't see any reason to stop, you know, other than to recharge, because even God took a break to recharge. But don't let anyone permanently make you stop. Don't let anyone make you feel like you're too old, because there's so much power in creativity. Creativity can transform your perception of things. And we know that perception is everything, right? Just the mere art of creating will open up neural pathways in your mind and give you access to new things that you weren't previously even thinking about doing. That's the beauty of art. Like for so long, I used to always think about. I would try and think of like an idea to like a song I wanted to create, or a video I wanted to shoot, or pictures I wanted to take, or just like some photo art I wanted to make, whatever. And it's like the more you think, the more you try to think, the less progress you make. But when you just kind of just let it be and you just do, everything just opens up and it just flows. And so, you know, I'm just saying this because I know there's some people out there who like I'm probably gonna hashtag this video like creative rut. You know, why am I not feeling creative? Should I still be making music? Should I still be drawing? Should I still be painting? Yes, you should. You should never completely stop. I don't care if your wife told you, hey, you're not 25 anymore, you need to get serious. No, 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 no. You need to seriously create because that's the thing that's gonna motivate you the most. Think about times where, you know, you felt the most alive. You were likely, you know, if you're an artist, it was likely when you were involved in something that had to do with creativity. So, you know, just don't let anybody put that flame out. It doesn't have to die. In fact, I personally believe that it can enhance over time. You know, as you become older into your 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s, I think that you can gain more momentum and more imagination. Um, I'm more imaginative than I was 10 years ago. It's more of a controlled imagination. Like I know how to not lose people with my creative works. I know how not to go too far out into the realm of creativity while still keeping it grounded. And so that method of having control over my creativity, to me personally, there's more power behind it because I can send a message directly. I can consciously focus on a certain topic and send a message. And I think that um, you should be inspired to do the same. You know, what story can you tell that can help somebody? What perspective do you have in life that can teach somebody or that can just make somebody feel something that they haven't felt before? It doesn't take much. And oftentimes, the thing that the thing that we think is inspiring people the most is the opposite. It's always like the little thing that we don't even care about. Like I've had songs that like I'm like, nah, I don't even like this song. And that'll be the one that like some people would just really attach to. And I'd be like, really? That's the one y'all like? Like that's the easiest thing ever. Like to I don't know. I thought it was okay, but like, hey, if that's what y'all like, maybe I should try to make more like that. Like, um, but yeah, just don't give up, man. There's people whose music has caused people to like not want to commit suicide or uh there's songs that have inspired people to um go into a field that they weren't thinking about going in. And, you know, there's movies that have inspired people to want to go into certain fields or want to be uh, become the voice or become more empowered behind certain causes. Um, you know, you can dramatically affect the landscape with music. I mean, think about the influence of like, you know, when you see how people are operating today, like today is kind of crazy, like because a lot of the music is like real demonic and dark. But think about how that music is affecting the environment. You know, think about how the music and the movies have always affected the environment, you know. And more than anything, we as artists have a responsibility for taking control of it. So, excuse me, if the world is in chaos right now, I feel like it's our responsibility more than anybody to help take back control of it and start steering people in the right direction. Because if we make a song about something and we make it sound good, or make a movie about something, or painting, any type of art about something, and we make it good, people are going to want to move in that direction. Subconsciously, many people will be forced to move in that direction, you know. So all I'm saying is don't underestimate the power that you as a creative person have. And don't let anybody else underestimate it either.